Hey babes, it's Curtis Victoria back with another video. My sports bra has been acting weird, so it's making my boobs look a little weird in this outfit. But let me just tell y'all this. So I did go to the gym today. I don't want this update to be super long, but went to the gym. First, before I went, obviously I got my content, took Bricks out for a walk, the whole nine. So I went to the gym today and I did the Stairmaster for 7 minutes at like a 5-6 speed, and then I did the treadmill for 10 minutes, walking and running alternate. So I did 1 minute run, 1 minute walk. I walked at about 2.5 to 2.7 speed, and then I ran from 6.5 to 7 speed. Toward the end, I was increasing my speed, so I went up to 7 speed. Now, I had a really good workout, except when I was on the Stairmaster, I was really pushing to get to 10 minutes, and I think my mental would have got me to 10, but my physical would have probably made me pass out. So I hadn't eaten or anything like that. And y'all know I typically don't eat before I go to the gym, but the last time that I ate yesterday was like earlier in the day. So I literally like started feeling dizzy, and I know that like when my sugar levels are low because I haven't eaten anything, and I'm not a person who deal with like high blood pressure, you know, sugar issues, low sugar issues. But when I get to a point where my body hasn't consumed anything, I start to get dizzy. I'm about to faint, and I know it's because I don't have any spikes in my sugar levels or anything like that. Like I know that I need to spike it. So I instantly hurried out of there and went to go get me a Vietnamese non-dairy milk doodle tea coffee, or tea, and not tea coffee but tea. And instantly I could feel like the burst of like energy, because I probably had a little bit of sugar. You can go ahead and be quiet, Mr. Briggs. I had a little bit of sugar to raise it up, but when I was on that Stairmaster, I told myself today we gonna get 10 minutes. But this wasn't something to where it's like mind over matter. This was one of them things, was like I thought I was gonna like pass out and fall backwards, not from being tired, but I could feel my eyes starting to kind of roll a little bit. And it was, and I feel this often, and a lot of times if I feel it, because I typically don't eat breakfast first thing in the morning, if I feel it, the first thing I'll do is like I'll drink something, or I'll eat a piece of candy, or put a mint in my mouth or something, because I know that I need that insulin boost real quick, that energy, that sugar, that whatever. So I got off the tread. You need to go ahead and hush. So I got off the Stairmaster because I didn't want to fall like backwards and faint and put on a show. Not put on a show, but have a show. I didn't want the ambulance and stuff called, but I could feel myself, like my eyes were like, I could feel them like looping and so I was at 6 minutes in like 15 seconds, and I was like, okay, let's make it to 7 minutes. Let's make it to 7 minutes. Once I made it to 7 minutes, I had to get off because my equilibrium was off. I was about to like, I had to catch my walk. So then instead of leaving, I just walked on the treadmill to hope that the nausea would go down a little bit in the dizziness. And it kind of did. Once I felt like it kind of leveled out a little bit, then I went on a walk/run, minute on, minute off, because I wanted to get a HIIT workout. What I didn't want was to go to the gym today and then, because of that dizziness, just leave after 7 minutes. I'm like, I need to at least make this a 20-minute workout. So I made it like 17 to 20 minutes or whatever. Then I ended up leaving, because mind you, I'm not trying to do like super heavy intensity. I'm trying to get back on my fitness or a routine. So you can't like do too much when you're getting back into that routine. So today I did more than I did yesterday as far as intensity. Yesterday I did more time. I did 25 minutes yesterday. Today I did 17 to 20 minutes in the gym. But my intensity level was higher today, which means I burnt more calories probably than yesterday in a shorter period of time. So then I came home, I walked Briggs, we went for a little jog. Having a dog actually also makes you work out too, because you gotta go walk them, you gotta go run. So that's like, every day I'm technically working out, but if I want my body goals back, I have to do specific things. So I got my little workout, I got my tea, came back home. Now I'm about to watch a quick little show, because this is quote unquote like at this moment, this is like my downtime, my lunchtime. I'm not really gonna go order any food or go get anything. I might eat some pho noodles. I'm thinking about eating that. But for now, I'm still drinking my Vietnamese tea. It is so good. And it's dairy free. It's one of my favorites. But I'm drinking that right now, so I don't really want to eat. I'm gonna watch my show, then I'm gonna go take a shower. And once I take a shower, I'm gonna get my laptop and my iPad, and I'm gonna start working on some more business stuff. So I've pretty much been working on business stuff around the clock. Like, people can be sleeping at midnight and I'm up midnight to 2 o'clock in the morning working. So that's why I feel like no matter what time I wake up, start my routine or whatever, I still have a to-do list that I have to get done. So whether I get that to-do list done 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. or I get it done at 6 p.m. to 1 o'clock in the morning, as long as I get my to-do list done for the day, that's that. Now, if I have stuff on my schedule where I have to go meet clients, or I have something on my calendar that requires me to have to not be in the office or to leave the house or to do something like that outside of the things that I'm working on building my brand, then I will make sure that I make those on time. So like if I had to meet with a client today at like noon, or I had a closing or something, I'm gonna be there. But that's the flexibility of entrepreneurship. You have to be on your own ASS. Like, nobody's gonna be on it for you. You have to get to your goals and the things that you want to do and need to accomplish without somebody like looking over you and micromanaging you. The more you do, the more results you get. The less you do, the more it'll show that that's the less you do. Now, I've been looking at my brokerage, and I've been looking at the start of it up until now. I've been doing more building phases more than I have been, you know, sitting here trying to be the #1 in the city. Obviously, that's the goal. That's the, you know, we all have like small goals that we are working toward. But for me, I think foundation is everything. So getting the foundational level of like building a brand, statistically proven, and this is not always, but a business needs to at least go through 2 years before it actually starts to get a steady like flow, like, because you have so many ups and downs, so many hiccups, so many variables that could happen that statistically, so the story told up, but like I was saying, statistically proven, and as we've seen, it could take about a couple of years before a successful business can really like get to where it needs to be. And I'm not comparing myself to the statistics or things like that. It's just being that I know about business, I know about statistics, and I know about things like that. It doesn't make me feel like, oh, you're super, super behind. When I look at the start of my brokerage until now, could I do more? Can I be in a better space? Absolutely. I think there's always room for improvement and growth and to be better than where we're at. But when I look at where I started versus where I'm at right now, there has been a little progress. So as long as I'm progressing forward and not backwards, that's the goal. But obviously I can control the narrative of the rate in which I grow based on the workload and the variables that I put upon myself to get it done. So that's why when I'm talking about my energy levels are pooped, or my fitness and all of these different things, it might seem like it's all over the place, but really, in order to be successful, you need to have a really good routine. If your fitness routine is off, if your sleep routine is off, if your natural habits and things that you do are off, it's going to affect your ability to be as successful as you want. So if you have goals to be successful and you want to get to this or get to that, but you're not sleeping on time, you're not waking up on time, your body's not in its best health, it's not where you want it to be and where it needs to be, it's going to be a ripple effect on everything else you have going on. So if my house is not in order, my fitness routine is off, my sleep habits are off, like everything is off, you can go ahead and be assured that my business is off, everything else is off. So for me, I think that the most important thing that you could do when you feel like, because I feel like you can start over as many times as you need to in a day, in a week, in a month, whenever you need to. But I think for me, one of the biggest things that I do is I'll say, you know, like if I feel chaotic in my mind, 9 times out of 10, my environment is chaotic. So the very first way to correct a chaotic mind is to correct a chaotic environment. So I'll start cleaning. I'll start, you know, working on laundry, getting my room clean, doing things like that so that I can see a physical transformation in what my environment looks like. And then almost metaphorically, symbolically, and realistically, you'll start to feel like, and you'll start to notice that your internal and your whole existence will then start to feel less chaotic than what it once was. Now, some people think that's like just kind of like a made up tale, but I feel like it's a realistic thing for me. If my environment is chaotic, my mind's chaotic, and when I straighten up one or the other, both of them end up straightening up. So I normally start there. Once I get that, I just start to fall back into habit of routine, like a positive routine. So I've been off my routine. So even though I used to work out all the time, somehow or another over these last months, my routine has just been effed up. I've been having so many engagements to go to, places to be, invitations. Like, I've been having so much on my calendar for this last year straight. So I feel like I've been all over the place as far as like what I have going on. So for one of the biggest things I had to do was just be like, okay, even if you don't go to the gym and hit your hardcore routine, go to the gym, work out a little bit, and then just get back into the routine. Sometimes it's about getting into the motion of getting back into what you were doing. You don't have to say, okay, like I know my life feels like it's all over the place. Tomorrow I'm gonna be perfect. No, just transition, like slowly transition. Start to work out, start to wake back up early, start to read your books, write your goals, listen to your success audios, like start to reintegrate the things that you were once doing that was causing you great success. Once you start doing that, you'll start to realize like it's getting easier and easier every day because I'm flowing back into something that was once natural to me, and it's still natural to me. It's just kind of chaotic. Once you do that, you'll start feeling like a little bit more at peace. And when you feel at peace, then you can accomplish other things. But it's nothing like having a million things going on in your mind, in your business, in your life, and then you got a million people calling you too. So it's just like find a way to organize your space, like your physical environment, but also your life. And just take it day by day, because you can't stress what you can't control. Sorry, y'all, my eyes really itching. You can't stress what you can't control, and then you're not going to become everything that you intend to become in a day. So you might as well just like vibe out. So that's pretty much what I've just been up to, just getting my life back in order. I have a lot of business stuff that I have to work on, marketing, advertising, just a whole bunch of stuff. Properties I need to look into, like just a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to end up itemizing everything that I need to do and just being real strategic on the things that I'm not certain on. I ask you, what are you doing tomorrow? You should know what you're doing tomorrow because you have a calendar that tells you what you're doing. If you have more of a free day, it's more of a free day. If you have to get up and go shopping and do this and whatever, you would know because you already preset that into your calendar. You already know what you have going on. So for me, it's just like getting back on my ish and just taking the time for me. Just for me. Like, you don't owe people an explanation as to why you need time to boss up and become the better version of yourself. You don't owe nobody an explanation. So that's what I've been doing. That's my little workout. I'm gonna go finish. I'm gonna go sip my little tea, watch my little show, go take a shower, and then do the things I told you I was gonna do. I just wanted to fill y'all in. So make sure you follow me here, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube at gworlll Victoria, spelled the exact same way as my YouTube name. And I will see you beautiful babes in the next video. Let me post this now.